Yo, what's going on, everybody? You've seen the thumbnail, you've read the title, and today I want to talk about the destructible environments in COD Vanguard, because I think if they do it right, it could be really good, and if they do it wrong, it could be the worst mechanic we've ever seen in a Call of Duty game so far. So with that being said, I am recording this on the 24th. You could literally just go and check the date this is uploaded. So if in the alpha on the 27th through, I think, the 29th, if the destructible environments are completely terrible and just awful, I will definitely make an entire video explaining why they completely suck. But with that being said, I think if they're done correctly, they could be good, but they also could be catastrophically bad. So, you know, intro out of the way, let's get into the video. You get the gist of it. Alright, so for those of you guys who have seen my most recent video, you would have seen that I covered this tweet in it by Tom Henderson here, and he said this: "To me, it looks like they have gone just a bit over the top with destructible environments just for the sake of it. Every window is boarded up, every alleyway is boarded up, there's a lot of wooden cover just so people can shoot it down, etc." And you gotta keep in mind, this is Tom Henderson, and what he says, quote unquote, "To me, it looks like they have gone a bit over the top." So to him, it looks like they've gone a bit over the top. Obviously, Tom Henderson has been playing Call of Duty for a long time, so he would probably know what's a bit over the top. But at the same time, I don't think that destructible environments are going to be completely horrible unless it becomes over the top, like Tom Henderson said, in where literally every alleyway could be turned into complete no man's land by 2 minutes into the match because everybody spams frag grenades because Gunsmith is coming back, which means you're going to probably have a frag and stun every single time you spawn in. So hopefully every alleyway, every flank route does not become complete no man's land because the only cover there is wooden. That's obviously a fear, and this is actually what J-Bone even said in his most recent video, was this very point here, is if there's so much wooden cover to the point where the map becomes complete no man's land and the only viable cover is houses and stuff like that, because they've never said anything about being able to break houses like you can in Battlefield, where you can literally pull out an RPG and completely destroy the entire side of a brick house and make that, you know, just non-existent anymore. That doesn't seem like something you're going to be able to do in Call of Duty, and I don't think you'll ever be able to do that in Call of Duty just for the sake of it's a 6v6 game, and 6v6 is not big, huge maps like Battlefield, so you're probably only going to have 1 to maybe 4 buildings max on every map, right? Every map usually has about 1 to 4 buildings on it. So being able to destroy all of those would obviously be problematic, and hopefully you won't be able to destroy everything in the map that isn't a building, because if that becomes the case, well, then it's just going to become window wars back in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 and 3, whenever you had Nuketown and you do window wars with sniper rifles. Hopefully it doesn't become that. If it becomes that, then that's going to be obviously the worst gameplay mechanic we've ever seen, and Vanguard will probably go down as the worst COD game ever made. Now, on the bright side of this, I don't think that Sledgehammer Games is stupid enough to make it so that there is so many windows that are boarded up and there's so much wooden cover throughout the map that it becomes no man's land and there's 16 windows in a building. No, I don't think Sledgehammer Games is that dumb that they would do something that stupid just to show off their destructible environments and say, hey, look what we did. It completely destroys gameplay, but look what we did. Isn't it cool, guys? No, I don't think that they're going to do that. I don't think it's going to happen. But what I've also seen a lot of people annoyed about, or concerned about, I guess you could say, is the breakable windows. And these, while I do have a concern about, I think they would actually add an element of learning the map more by being able to learn where all of these destructible windows are and every angle that could be open every time you run around could add a whole new level of map knowledge and actually, you know, take traditional 3-lane 6v6 maps and make you have to actually learn them a lot more and have a deeper understanding of map knowledge, as well as high flinch could actually be a good mechanic. Now, with that being said, just like every good mechanic, it also could be turned completely on its head and be completely garbage. And to show you that, I'm going to show you my very scientific diagram because I couldn't find pictures online. Alright, so on the left side of my very scientific diagram here, you can see a regular boarded up window. This is probably what you would be seeing just walking by. You see a regular boarded up window. Somebody may or may not be behind it. It doesn't really matter because they're not going to be able to see you. You're not going to be able to see them. Doesn't really matter, that's your regular boarded up window. Now in the middle, you can see rebuild window, which is basically somebody would break down a window, and then just like in the Call of Duty World War II war mode, they would rebuild that window and give themselves a head glitch, and with mounting coming back, would probably mount their gun on top of this to just give themselves probably the strongest cover possible. Now with the fact that cover can be broken, we don't know if you'll be able to mount on this or not, but mounting is confirmed by the Champion Hill Alpha, which we can see mounting literally in the settings, so it's like 99.9999999% sure going to be in the game unless they remove it. Nonetheless, on the right side of this diagram, we can see my worst nightmare, which is basically what I would call a barrel peak, where just the barrel of your gun fits through and a little bit of your head fits through, and you're essentially impossible to kill unless they try to wall bang you here, which in that case, the enemy is going to be dealing less damage to you, and because you're in a little head glitch, they're dealing less damage because they have to shoot through the wood before they can actually hit you. You're probably going to kill them anyways, and with high flinch, they're not going to be able to hit your head. That is my worst nightmare with these windows here, and I'm hoping to God they can't be rebuilt, because if they can be rebuilt, then everything of skill and map knowledge and everything I've just said about breakable windows, you know, adding a different layer of map knowledge to your traditional 3-lane 6v6 maps, goes completely out the window, because now they've turned themselves into, haha, I'm going to build myself an overpowered head glitch or an extra head glitch, and literally build the traditional term of a head glitch, which is where you can only see the forehead of people. That's actually where the term head glitch comes from, is because back in the day you could only see the forehead of people when they would head glitch. I don't know if you know that or not, but basically I don't want them to be able to make traditional OG head glitches again out of these breakable window mechanics. So with that being said, I guess to wrap it up, if done correctly, I think the breakable environments of Vanguard could be very, very good. But if done poorly, they could be the worst mechanic we have ever seen in Call of Duty and could make Vanguard go down as one of the worst COD games ever made. So with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, sub to the channel, turn on post notifications, feel free to join my Discord, link to that will be in the description, and feel free to follow me on Twitter while you're down in the description. So with that being said, have a great rest of your day everybody, bye bye, peace out.